Hello, and welcome. Another guitar video. This time it is a Fender Vintera 60s Jazzmaster in Olympic white. And this one is from 2022. So, saw this one going for a song, decided to get it. Because I had one of these before, but in the, what colour was it? Ice blue metallic, I think it was called. Ice blue metallic. I had one of these before, and I'm a big fan of offset guitars, Jazzmasters, Jaggers, and I saw this going for a song. I thought, get it, do it, make a video about it, sell it on. But I had to fix it first. Because when I did get it, it was missing the rhythm circuit. Yeah, someone had taken the rhythm circuit out and rewired it so that it was like a Fender player. You know, you can get Jazzmasters that don't have the rhythm circuit, and that's like buying a Rolls Royce without the hood ornament. You know, it's like that's the whole function of the guitar. So I thought, this is going to be an issue. But I found a very good website, a very good chap. I'm not sponsored. I don't get sponsors. I'm only sponsored by me. So check out music.darrenlock.com and buy a download or a CD or whatever. That's an advert, that is. John's Home of Tone. And I think that's .co.uk. John's Home of Tone. And he does wiring kits and all sorts of stuff, all sorts of guitar stuff. So I asked him, because he has an online chat thing, if he could do the circuit. He normally does Jaguar ones, but he did one specially for me for the Jazzmaster, and it arrived like not next day, but the day after next, so 2 days. It was really quick. It was a really quick turnaround. Expertly done, perfectly done, expertly packaged and sent, and I cannot, again, great service, just fantastic service. And I got my soldering iron out, undid what the people had done before, and fixed it. It is now fixed, and you've probably heard it already with the demo. So she is restored. She is restored to her glory. So yeah, you're going to want some specs. We'll do specs. So yeah, it's got an alder body. Gloss polyester finish, and this time it's Olympic white, I believe they call it. Olympic white. Maple neck. Now the neck on this, I don't know if it catches, because sometimes these things only really catch in the light. It's got this lovely flame figuring on it, which, see, if I do it like that, you can see it. So there, it looks kind of dull, but if I see that flame? See that? Nice. That's a maple neck. Flame maple neck even. it says it's a thin C, but it's not. This is chunky. This is almost feels like a D shape. I'm reading the specs from a music website, so I guess they've cut this from Fender. But this isn't a thin profile. The classic player Jazzmaster, which I'm looking at over there, that has a thinner neck. These ones are always a bit bit chunkier. These are, I guess, more in the 60s style. The one I had before was like that, and not necessarily to my preference. I like something a little bit slimmer. This is a bit meaty for me. Pal Ferro fretboard, yeah, I know, but I've put some treatment on it, some Monty's wax treatment on it to make it a bit darker, to make it look a little bit more rosewoody, and take some of that dry dustiness away from it. Fretboard, I'll edit that bit out. Fretboard radius of 7.25 inches, 21 vintage style frets, count them, all 21 of them. In terms of pickups, it's got vintage style 60s single coil Jazzmasters. Now, Jazzmasters, they are, as it says, single coil, but they're very flat and wide, and that's why they have that unique sound to them. They're not P90s or humbuckers, they're flat and wide in shape. If you had a look at these, very different. The controls, it's got a lead circuit, which that's when this switch down here is down, and you've got your switch, so you've got your bridge, your middle, and your middle one is for your bridge and sorry, I'll get this one. It's your neck. Then I had it switched on. I'm looking at this all the way wrong way around. It's one of those days. I'll get it right. Honest, I'll let this all out and it'll be really good, and you'll think, God, he's almost like one of those professional YouTubers. Instead of just flailing. How long's he been doing this? You'd think he'd have written a script. No. Fly by the seat of me pants, and you're coming with me. This is for the neck. Then you got both of them, and then you got the bridge. That's better. And of course you got the volume and tone at the bottom here. There, volume and tone. And then when you flick the switch upwards, you have your volume and tone for the neck pickup, and it's got its own sound because there's a capacitor in there that gives it a unique sound, and that's why you remove that from a guitar still boggles me. I do not know. The bridge, it's let's say it's a vintage style, and it's got those horrible, I'm not too sure about those ones. I'd probably swap that out for a Mustang style bridge for a bit more stability. But you got your floating tremolo, which is lockable, which is standard for these, and it's got that lovely, that's what gives it its sound. 4-ply tortoiseshell pickguard, which is, again on this one, looks kind of, looks almost black because the guitar is so white. Nickel and chrome hardware, and yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's oh, and it's got a white headstock, which is a nice feature. Like I said, I had one of these before, and I sold it, and because I was again the neck, it's like, oh, the neck, and then I got the other one, and I prefer that one to this. That one is more, again, it's all to do with the size and shape of the neck. It's all a preference, isn't it, really? But again, this does all the noises. It does all the noises. It's a meatier. It feels like there's more guitar. It feels like there's more guitar. Yeah, I think they're probably the same kind of weight, but this feels like there's more of it for some reason. And the other one, the Vintera one, did. The classic player one I got from 2009 feels, I don't know, just a bit different in aspect. But yeah, it does all the noises. You get all the Jazzmaster sounds, which is a good, again, because the Jazzmaster and the Jaguar have the rhythm switch. You get more tonality than you'd get with like a Telecaster or a standard Strat. You get some extra noises with the tone circuit, so it does all that, and of course you get that very strange tremolo, which gives you a certain acoustic property. And again, the Vintera range, again, the main negative is the Palfaro fretboard, and again, there's nothing wrong with Palfaro if it's done properly, and Fender, they just don't. I don't think they treat it well. I think it's a much maligned wood, and so you've got to go in there and kind of do what I do to make it feel good. See, now it feels nice rather than being dry and dusty. Again, when I got this was very light, incredibly light, almost bleached, and I don't know if you can see there. You can almost see at the top there how light that is. That's in the wood. That's just a marking in the wood. So again, thankfully, Fender have moved away now from Palfaro and have gone back to using rosewood after the CITES thing, where rosewood was banned for a few years for it being a rare wood, which was odd. But you've got what have you got now? The Vintera 2 Fender ones that have the brass pick guard, and I can't I can't be doing with them. Can't be doing with brass. I had a brass pickguard on my bass, and on that other Squire Jazzmaster that I had in, and I just don't like. It's cold. Don't like the feel of it. Don't feel right. It's cold. Brr, brr. Don't like it. I like some good old fashioned plastic. So I think again these are discontinued now. These are no longer made by Fender. So second-hand market, that's where you're going to have to go. Again, if you're looking for that kind of authentic, because that's what it is, Vintera, vintage era, Vintera. That's what Fender were trying to do with this guitar, trying to take it back. Whereas the classic player was a little bit more. They were modernised it. They moved the position of the tremolo. So again, what you got here is the tremolo's been moved backwards to more traditional space. I'm not sure what that does. I don't know if that's meant to help with the tuning or the intonation. I'm not really sure what that does. So they moved it back, whereas my other one is more forward, the classic player one. So that's what's unique about this, is it's more that traditional specification. So if you're looking for a Jazzmaster that sounds like a Jazzmaster, it's a Jazzmaster, but then so does the other one. You get a feeling that they just do this to bring out the same product over and over again, don't they? There's no real new innovation here. Then it wouldn't be a Jazzmaster, it'd be something else, wouldn't it, Darren? If you're in the market for a Jazzmaster, and for example, you see this one on eBay, because this is where this is at the moment. This is on eBay at the moment, if you can find it. Well worth getting. And again, if you like a meaty guitar, it's meaty, you know. It's a meaty guitar. And this one, like I said, it's got that lovely flame on the neck, which again, this camera, there you can just about see it where it catches the lightning. Doesn't quite do it justice. So yeah, it was a good guitar to get in and to document. Hopefully it will sell, because then I can buy another guitar to do another video. And it was interesting to have one back and compare it with the classic player one I've got, which is my keeper, which is the one I like, again purely because I like the slimmer neck. This is it's like a baseball bat. It's quite chunky. Some people like that. I don't. Other than that, I think it's a great guitar. In an ideal world, I'd keep them all, but then my missus would divorce me. She'd say, "No, Darren, you have too many guitars." And I'd certainly swap out that bridge for a Mustang bridge, just because I don't like those. I don't like them. And they've got these little grub screws here. I mean, you can adjust the height of each individual one. Not only can you adjust the bridge here and here to tilt it, you can actually adjust each piece, each bridge piece, using some grub screws. The only problem is they're sharp, and if you catch your hand on it, you are going to take the flesh off, and I don't like. That's one of the reasons I don't like it. Great if you love to fiddle and fiddle and fiddle, just so you get the curve matching the neck shape. You can like I say, you can fiddle around forever. But I'd swap that out for a Mustang. I've done it before with a guitar. I might have even done it with that other Jazzmaster I had. It's a long time ago now. Anyway, that's my only quibble. I'm not a fan of those, because my hand. Oh, seriously. It's as rough as a badger's bum. That is. Ow. Other than that, I think it's I love Fenders, and I love the offset shape. I love the Jazzmasters, and of course, it being Olympic white, it's got the matching headstock, which is a collector's feature. You don't usually get that too often. And yeah, so a lovely instrument, and sorry I've whittled on and waxed lyrical about it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you absolutely detest me, and remember to subscribe. See, I've done a like and subscribe thing now. I feel dirty because you're adults, you know what, you've got your own mind, but it's kind of what they make you do, innit? It's what they make you do. But anyway, so that was it. That was the Fender Vintera Jazzmaster, 60s Jazzmaster in Olympic white with matching headstock. That's the selling point, with the power faro neck. But my one looks lovely because I've treated it nice with some nice wax, which actually dyes the fretboard. There is a video somewhere. Maybe I'll attach it to the end. I'll attach my previous review of the ice blue metallic version of this. I'll attach that to the end. There will be an end screen, and I'll do the wax treatment, the power faro. I'll put that in there as well. Remember, Darren, to do that, otherwise you're going to look an idiot, more of an idiot than usual. And that's it. Leave a comment. Tell me what your favourite guitar is ever. And that's the video. Thank you for watching. There's only one more thing I have to say. By now you should know what that is. Ta-ta.